The market has been a roller coaster today. I mean, we saw upwards of 68. We've seen as low 66s. And I mean, really, I think we're loading up. It's one of those last shakeouts before the end of October. And personally speaking, I think that we're about to have a weekend pump heading into Monday. And if anything, I think loading up over the weekend, we head into Monday in a bullish climate. So I'm going to go over the altcoins that I'm looking at, the FUD in the market right now, which I think is causing this volatility, but has always turned out to be a bullish signal, as well as some alpha on some upcoming airdrops. You should be farming these, and we're getting some confirmation on the allocations, and they are looking juicy. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, guys. Like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every single day and every week here on the In the Game channel for all of your crypto gaming, AI, and meme coin alpha, as well as shout out to all of our sponsors down below in the description. We have amazing sponsors here on the In the Game channel. All of our exchange partners, Blowfin, Bybit, 𝗬𝗓𝗓. Blowfin and 𝗬𝗓𝗓, no KYC. I would highly recommend. I use Blowfin on a day-to-day basis, and I think 𝗬𝗓𝗓's interface is also top tier. And then a shout out to our sponsors, Moon Tropica, Ledger, FOMO, and 𝗏𝗡𝗏. And a big shout out to 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and the rebelbots ecosystem, as their token did go live last week. We gave it a shout out on their TGE day, and currently I have some alpha here that I can share with you. Speaking of airdrops, which I mentioned later in the show, we're going to talk a little bit about airdrops, but in the coming months, there hasn't been an airdrop in this ecosystem, but there has been hints that they might reward players who download and play the game. I would link down below in the description. Jump into the game, first of all. It is literally like a Clash of Clans meets tower defense meets a MOBA. It's very fun, engaging. As far as a mobile game, I play it weekly, to be completely honest with you, and there's not many games in the mobile space that I'm really latched onto. So big shout out to rebelbots as well. And you accumulate those rebel coins, you can then convert them with your free battle pass into 𝗪𝗓𝗡 tokens. So a big shout out to 𝗏𝗏𝗏. You can check them out down below in the description. Let's dive into it, guys. And the FUD that is causing this volatility today is Tether. Always, consistently, we have Tether FUD. Every cycle, every time we get a little bullish, Tether seems to have these types of things. And completely just transparent. So it says that, the US government was investigating Tether, but then we have the CEO of Tether saying he's denying the Wall Street Journal's report that the firm is under investigation by the US government. So look, I agree with 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗧 here. There is every single cycle we see Tether FUD. Every time it ends up being a bullish factor, because this type of FUD is just not, look, is it real? Is it not? Tether has bounced back every single time. I use USDC. I don't know, but Tether FUD is a bullish sign, and I actually completely agree with that. And gaming, this is loading up to be one of the biggest narratives of Q4 because of the fact that the Gunzilla TGE should be soon. I think heading into November, we should get dates. We should see mainnet. And today, we got to see yesterday's numbers. Call of Duty's yearly title, Black Ops 6, dropped yesterday. And this is the real sign, like user drop-offs, transactions. What were the numbers like? Well, I can tell you the Twitch numbers weren't great, but you have to look at the fact that there was over 200,000 people playing Call of Duty on stream yesterday. And to be completely honest with you, I think that would be a higher number today because the game globally launched. But yesterday's transaction and hex data is actually so bullish. The new users, there was 200,000 new users to the game just yesterday on early launch day for Call of Duty. The active users, there were still 765,000 active players and over 3 million transactions. To me, it's showing that this game is a staple and it's going to be around for a long time. They're going to add more limbs. They're going to change the metas. They're going to optimize the game to run smoother on all different types of PCs and consoles. This is the mainstream gaming hit that we've been waiting on. And to all those people in the traditional space that always say, Web3 gaming, crypto gaming's a scam, Call of Duty players are having to pay $20 for enhanced headphone mode. These Web2 games are the most extractive thing that you'll ever encounter. The amount of microtransactions, the amount of battle pass purchases, the amount of things that you have to jump in and buy, it's ridiculous. Like, they will charge you for any given thing that they can possibly think of in these games. So to me, like, this is just proving, off the grid's free to play. You jump in, you want to trade, you want to sell your items, you just have to pay $9.99 a month. that simple. You don't have to go buy crypto. There's none of that involved. There's a hands-off blockchain integration, whereas Call of Duty, you want enhanced headphone mode, $20. Oh, and I'm sure that people are buying it. Like, it's foolish. The Web 2 gaming mentality world has to change, in my complete honest opinion. And I think it is changing with games like Off the Grid. And then for Avalanche, it's bullish. You know, there's 10 million transactions on Pulsar's Avalanche Layer 1 just this week. Avalanche Layer 1s are popping off. And I know it's been moving slow, and honestly, we're on a nice dip for Avalanche, but I think when Off the Grid goes live, you're probably going to see some pretty bullish price action whenever it comes to AVAX. I know, not sexy. Look, is it a sexy coin right now? No, in most people's eyes. People are like underwhelmed with AVAX. But if you look at the numbers, you look at the data, the amount of games that are switching over to Avalanche Layer 1s, especially now that Off the Grid has caused such a surge in the market, Avalanche is firmly in that bucket for me as far as accumulations in this current market. I also am scooping up Prime at 750. Look, I have actually been seeing so much doubt because Prime is kind of stagnant. It's down like 30% this month, while some altcoins did have a run. But gaming hasn't had that liquidity injection. The liquidity injection would come from the GUNS token. At $7, to me, Prime is an amazing buy. And people are worried about the slow price action. But we have Parallel Colony, the AI game, going live in Q1. You have Prompt, the AI token and association that people are staking for. People are saying it's coming out actually sooner than expected. So to me, Prime is still firmly at the top of the gaming bucket. There's no reason to have any concern here. And to be completely honest, I think that when we see that gaming surge as far as liquidity, whenever Off the Grid's gun token does go live, there's going to be absolutely no issues here. So for me, the second accumulation, and we're at 726 right now. This is a dip I'm buying. Like, absolutely, I would accumulate Echelon Prime. If it goes under $7, man, oh my gosh, this would simply be one of the best buys in the entire market. And by the way, if you're not using Nexus Labs, I don't know what to tell you. In-house software product built by yours truly. Me and my team built the ultimate tool for traders, crypto, NFTs, portfolio tracking across over 50 blockchains. And now we actually have the top traders of all time on these different tokens. So look, this is just one of the many features we have rolling out. You'll soon be able to trade on the application as well as get Launchpad access. So guys, link down below in the description for Nexus Labs if you're not already using it. So AVAX, Prime, those are two primary positions that I am looking to accumulate. I think Superverse is just a monster. Any dip on Superverse, I would be buying. Just simply put, I think that is a big play. I know that Metis and Humans AI are still running up big campaigns right now. I would absolutely look in those directions, especially 8% dip or a 7% dip on Metis today, and then Humans AI down 6% and 17% on the weekly. So if you missed this monthly pump, it could be a pretty good time to jump in and grab a position. But one I do want to talk about, as far as if you're already invested into this coin here, 𝗥𝗡𝗧, I have a play that you have to get involved with, and that is on the 𝗥𝗡𝗧 reward program. 73% APY, partner token airdrops, and reward multipliers. I've seen some yield coming from this that is absolutely insane. 73% APY. This is absolutely crazy as far as a top coin in the gaming sector in 𝗥𝗡𝗧 offering this type of return. And look, they're backed by Swissborg. They have all the liquidity in the world. This is 100% stable and something I've allocated a lot of my bag of 𝗥𝗡𝗧 into this reward program. So it has pumped quite a bit. I would take a portion of your bag. Similarly, when Prime was up crazy, I took a portion of my bag, put it into the prompt staking. For 𝗥𝗡𝗧, I've taken a portion of my bag and I've put it into the 𝗥𝗡𝗧 reward program for that 73% APY. It just makes sense to me, and that is where I'm looking. And then looking at like some undervalued lower market cap positions, Neural AI at $4 and 40 million market cap. The AI sector has just been a monster. So that is one I'm looking at. I think that is dirt cheap. I think that Polis, after a huge run, I know a lot of people have their opinions about Star Atlas, but they have delivered time and time again. We saw the recent climb from 8 cents up to 24 cents. We're now back down at 14 cents. This is a buy to me on the Solana network. Solana is going to be a main character of this cycle, and I do think Star Atlas is still going to catch a big bulk of that liquidity. And then if you really want to dive into the low market caps, 𝗂, and WAGMI games is where I would focus my attention because they move so well in the market when the market gets hot. It's a no-brainer to me. And then if you are looking for maybe the next 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏, it would be Seed World. So those are all the coins I'm kind of hyper focused on right now as far as the market. I think that Seed World could continue to trend up because we saw it with 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏. We saw it with 𝗪𝗏. They launched in like a bad market day. But what that causes is an initial dip, and then people buy that up, and the community gets to ride with you. That's the best way to grow your price organically. It's only on decentralized exchanges. They did not roll with the centralized exchange route, literally the 𝗘𝗏𝗟𝗏 playbook, and I am super, super bullish on currently the upward momentum, and number two, the setup that looks like is being provided with Seed World. And then I want to give an update on the MOG trade. So the MOG trade got up to 80% on the percentages as far as P&L. Currently, it is in a little bit of drawdown just because of the market conditions today. I am leaving this position. I will put my stop losses in, but to be completely honest with you, I am not worried about this short-term dip. MOG has always come back during these climates. So to me, I'm leaving my trade open with full confidence that this is going to bounce back. And then Airdrop Alpha, if you haven't seen this on your timeline, your passes to Valhalla, we've farm Infinigods, stack the Infinigods passes, climb that leaderboard. 7.5% of the token supply is going to their NFT holders. So if you are getting involved here, you have those NFTs, man. It is a great day because 7.5%, and it's 100% claim at TGE. Massive win. They're rolling with the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 playbook because there's long vesting on the God token. But at first, the community gets 100% on day one. That is so bullish. We also have the Lizard Labs token, which is the Liz coin. This is going live on November 6th. And we've been telling you to jump into the Lizard Lounge, farm that airdrop. To me, this is another setup. I know that they're like the team here is going with a similar launch strategy to something like an 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. They even kind of mentioned that, I believe. You faded XBG and hate yourself. So if you're not already farming the Lizard Labs airdrop, jump into the Liz Lounge. And also, if you hold a Nexus Pass, one of my collections, or a TTOO, that logo right there, you qualify for a boost in your airdrop allocation. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then as far as, meme coins, I'm really looking out for this Medusa token. It's going to be the first meme coin on Metis. That is just big alpha that's on the way. But I agree with Crash here. I think, obviously, I talk about MOG and Brett a lot. But I completely agree with this thesis. I think Brett will pass all-time highs before ETH and Solana does. It's going to outperform those larger market cap tokens due to its space in the market. Base is just going to continue to grow. Brett is one of the most underrated meme coins. The strength that it shows, it just hovers around $1 billion. I think we're going to see a major upside whenever the market does turn around full time. And it's one that I would be accumulating anything under $1 billion market cap. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I gave you guys a few plays in the gaming sector, a few plays in the meme coin sector, a few plays in the AI sector. And I'm going to look over the weekend. I think we do see a little bit of boost in the market, maybe a slow weekend. But heading into Monday, I see bullish climate coming from this Tether FUD, which time and time again has always proven not to be a big deal. And then number two usually leads us into a pump situation. So guys, like the video, subscribe down below. I have an off the grid video coming to you this weekend. I think you can't miss it. Like, it is actually a can't miss video. So I will see you guys there. Like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, play well, my friends.